For you to excel in any area of life, something's got to live and something's got to die. But many of us are not putting that particular thing to death. We're letting it stay alive. And it's sucking the life out of you in certain parts of your life. Come on. Let me share a quick verse with you. 1 Samuel 20, verse 31. For as long as the son of Jesse lives upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die. This is Saul talking to his son Jonathan. Talking about, if David lives, David is going to take over, and you're not in your kingdom, your house, your name is not going to be established like how his house and name will be established, because David was projected to be the next king, right? So he said, I want you to take over, but not David. So as long as he's living, you're not going to be as popular and big with your name like how he would. And when there was some truth to that. He was saying that out of anger, frustration. But when I think about that, I'm thinking, wow, how many of us in our relationships, maybe our friendships, let's start with that. Our friendships, we're holding on to certain friendships for too long. Because certain friends can inspire you to be better, to grow, or to not. There's some friends that you hang out with long enough, man, all y'all do is just, maybe y'all don't move much. You're barely getting exercise. You're flabby. You're not building muscle. You're not getting healthy in your body because your friends never want to exercise. Your friends never want to do some crunches or go for a jog or play some ball. Maybe y'all just want to watch TV or just game all day or just smoke all day or drink all day and be on the phone all day. And by not putting to death that relationship, your health, your fitness is not being established. Come on. Certain friends, and that can be for romantic partners too. For friends or romantic partners, that person is not committed to growing financial knowledge. They're not committed to learning about how to grow money, invest it, learning about it, talking about it, and ways to multiply it, to have more of it. But your friends, your romantic partner, all they're talking about is just blah, 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 this shallow stuff. That's not inspiring you to be smarter with your money. Birds of a feather flock together. So unless you put that friendship to death, your finances is likely cannot be properly established. Or that business probably part of you wants to grow a business maybe, and it's not being established. Because you're that friend, you want to go finish that degree, that certification, you want to get promoted, go be a manager of some company or something, right? But because you're a friend, there's something you want to do, start a nonprofit, volunteer somewhere, do something great in the community. But that friendship, you're not letting it die, so that dream is not being established because you're not letting it die. Your peace cannot be established. Your peace, your joy, your mental stability cannot be established because you keep hanging around bozos and losers who are always petty and complaining and angry and cussing and always miserable. You're not letting those relationships die. So your peace is not being established. Your joy is not being established. Your mental stability is not being established because you're not putting that particular relationship to death. Ending it. And last and not least, for those who are interested in a vibrant, closer walk with God. Come on, certain people are going, you hang out around them long enough, talk with them long enough, that desire for God dwindles, the motivation dwindles, any biblical knowledge about the divine, all that stuff is not going to go there because you and your friends keep having mundane conversations, shallow conversations. So you're not being inspired because you're not putting that relationship to death. So your walk with the God, your relationship with God is not being established because you're not putting that to death. You're not putting, come on. Certain songs you're listening to, is preventing you from being established in what's more important. Certain things you're watching is preventing you from being established spiritually, emotionally, financially. Come on. Because you're not putting it to death. And death is not an easy thing to for those who have experienced the death of a loved one. That hurts. For those who have any humaneness inside of them, that hurts when you see somebody about to take their last breath. For those who have lost a loved one, that hurts. If you ever been on the brink of death and you're fighting for your life, maybe some of you were about to have been on the brink of your death and you almost died and you're going through a lot of pain. That hurts. Death hurts. Not as actual death, but putting something to death that you have let become a part of your life for so long. Come on. It hurts. It's like an emotional attachment to a friend, a relative, anybody. It hurts the longer you have them in your life, the memories, the things you've done together, the emotional connection. It hurts when they go. And likewise, there's people in our life that it hurts to let them go as it pertains to you're out of my life. Because the connection that was there, the memories is there. Maybe they help you out with certain things in the past through a tough time. And maybe they were good for that chapter in their life, that season. But the season that you need to go through, the person that you need to become, they're now preventing you from being there. Now, are you going to drop them or are you going to continue to let them keep that thing from being established, the person that you're called to be? Because you refuse to let that connection go. It hurts. But there are times when it's necessary. The pain of a pregnancy, it hurts. But what's birth? But the birth, after the birth, the pain is that pain now is going to start to subside. Something needs to be birthed in you, but you got to go through the pain first of letting go, so something amazing can be birthed. Come on. All right, y'all. Blessings to you and your family. I love you.